Determination, laser focus, banging on they though they taking note.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye. Old age.
Playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Right. Hey, switch gears. What twist? What?
Hey, foxtrot. Let go.
Now a play fake here on first down, and his first look is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Check. Fresno. Watch out. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Ready?
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Go.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Green 80.
Double down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Big ass.
12.
Check 31.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Tight. Move the team.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
4 down. Check.
Here's Carson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 2. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Undercrush. 14.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Green 80. One left.
Right tight end. Hey, 4 down. Go.
36 power.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
X3, 218, chop.
Check. Switch.
Hey, high 7.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him for a loss of about 3. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 13. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
Hey, Steve 6. Check it out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Intended that time for Cooper. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Everyone, we got 4 down. Hey. 14, he's going.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Joker.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
315. 12.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Even. 4 down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? Go. 40.
4 down. Check.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Tighten up. Shift. Check it back. Check it back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right. He's tight right. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 3. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo. Orbit.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 12. Off.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson forced out to his left. And it's caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Tight end's right. Go. He's mine.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC. Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 24.
Going on the ground with Eckler. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Listen. Touch 50. Echo.
Wilson from the gun on third down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down carry by Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Cowboy first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, box truck.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Hey, echo.
You got that right there. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 5-4.
2nd and long. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Here we go, G.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7 versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. This is Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Got 4 down. Watch 32. He's checking.
They run it with Carson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
80 weapons.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Mike.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And 1st and goal is... what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Tight end right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
To throw on second down. Costello. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Back to throw. Costello. That one complete. Elliott. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap.
Ready?
To throw again. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete.
Costello's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Show it up, show it up.
61, matchbox, right. 5.
Operating from the gun. Costello. This pass complete to Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Costello. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
General West.
And it's 3rd down.
Alpha. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Costello. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Amari Cooper there to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Gun.
Now a toss play to Eckler. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check nickel.
Now a give, right side. Carson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Here is Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. This is caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance. Back.
Ready up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing on first down. Costello. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Costello. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Costello. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Hey, Delta.
On 4th down, Costello. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They started on the ground with Eckler. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
16. I'm coming, 16. You run, baby. I'm in your hand all day, baby. Come on. Whoa. I'm coming, baby.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Take the edge. Go.
Good touch.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. This complete to Lockett. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackle.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation